are. Each day around this time we do have the privilege to be able to share a brief daily devotion with you to kind of point you in the right direction with your thoughts this morning. And yesterday we talked about John 15:15, where Jesus tells his disciples that he wants to confide in them. And of course, as a modern day disciple that you and I are as we follow Christ, we came to know yesterday that he truly does want to confide in us. He wants to tell us everything that the Father has told him. But the question I have for many of us today is, why don't we spend time with him every day? Why don't we have that quiet time, maybe, as you grew up calling it, or hearing your youth pastor call it years ago? I think there are several reasons why many of us don't spend time with the Lord to hear him confide in us. Number one, we just simply don't trust him. Maybe he didn't answer some prayers that we offered to him before in the past. Is it possible those prayers were a little selfish, though, just looking to get things from him, and when he didn't provide what we wanted, then we decided, well, he can't be trusted, and we moved on. You know, Garth Brooks once again said sometimes unanswered prayers are the best prayers out there because God truly does know what's best for us. Maybe we don't feel worthy, maybe because of mistakes of our past, the guilt and the shame that the enemy tries to throw in our way. Maybe that prevents us from running to God, and we feel like he'll talk to everybody else, he just won't talk to me. Well, that's just a lie. We're going to continue to unpack that as the week goes on. Or maybe it's because we're just simply rebellious. We simply want to say, you know what, I want to live my life the way that I want to, and I don't want to do what God calls me to do. Well, Oswald Chambers says that the nature of sin is not immorality and wrongdoing, but the nature of self-realization, which leads us to say, I am my own God. This nature may exhibit itself in improper morality or even proper morality. But it always has a common basis, my claim to my right to myself. So if you have chosen to kind of live your life on your own, doing things for yourself, to have your claim to your right to yourself, as Dr. Phil would say, how's that working out for you? Well, maybe it's time to try something new, like running to God today, listening to him, and have him confide in you today. It'll change your life forever, I promise it will.